If you walk into almost any design studio, recording booth, or video editing suite, you're going to see a whole lot of glowing apples. And this isn't some new trend, right? It's a legacy that goes way back. For decades, creative pros, designers, musicians, filmmakers, they've all seemed to flock to Apple's macOS. But is that just a stereotype, or are there some really solid technical reasons for that loyalty?
Okay, so let's really get into it. We're going to peel back the layers here, get past all the brand hype and marketing, and dig into the core of this question. We really want to understand the actual, concrete advantages that made the Mac the go-to tool for so many people trying to get creative work done.
And really, it all boils down to two foundational pillars that just define the Mac experience for professionals. First, you've got the rock-solid stability of the operating system. And second, there's the incredibly seamless integration of Apple's whole ecosystem of devices. Let's start with the absolute bedrock of any serious work.
All right, first up, stability. And look, this is about so much more than just avoiding the annoyance of a reboot. For a pro on a tight deadline, a system crash isn't just an inconvenience. It can be a financial disaster. Stability isn't some nice-to-have feature. It's the absolute baseline. It's the difference between delivering a project on time and losing hours of work you can never get back.
So what do we really mean by stability? Well, it means you can push your machine to its absolute limit. I'm talking rendering a complex 3D scene overnight or running hundreds of audio tracks at once, and you can be pretty confident it's going to behave predictably. It's all about minimizing those unexpected interruptions so you can stay completely lost in that creative flow.
And when you lay it out like this, you can see the real-world stakes. On one side, you've got confidence, focus, a seamless workflow. On the other, it's just this constant, low-level anxiety about losing your data, the frustration of wasting time troubleshooting drivers, and, worst of all, having your creative momentum totally shattered. I mean, nothing kills a great idea faster than a blue screen right when you're having a breakthrough.
Now here's the crucial part. This kind of reliability doesn't just happen by accident. It's a direct result of Apple designing both the hardware, the chips, the memory, the whole machine, and the software. They can fine-tune everything to work in almost perfect harmony. Now, Windows has gotten way more stable over the years, for sure, but it still has to account for a nearly infinite number of third-party parts. Apple's walled garden approach? Well, that's the secret sauce behind that legendary stability.
Okay, so that stability is the foundation. Let's move on to the second huge advantage, the ecosystem. If stability is the solid ground you build your house on, the ecosystem is what furnishes it, connects all the rooms, and makes it an effortless place to live and work. Let me just walk you through a super common creative workflow. Imagine you're a designer. You're out and about, you see something that sparks an idea, and you snap a quick photo on your iPhone. A second later, without you doing anything, it's on your Mac. Then you grab your iPad, and it instantly becomes a wireless drawing tablet for your Mac screen. You sketch out the concept, and then you jump right back to the Mac to bring the final design to life. See, every single step is totally frictionless. And it's these specific features that make that flow possible. Handoff lets you, say, start an email on your Mac and finish it on your iPhone as you're walking out the door. AirDrop makes sending massive files, which video editors and photographers do all day, completely effortless. And Sidecar? Wow, Sidecar literally turns your iPad into a professional-grade creative tool for your Mac. It's all designed to just get out of your way. So, let's bring it all together. What actually happens when you combine that unshakable stability with this incredibly deep synergistic ecosystem? Well, you get an environment where the technology itself just fades into the background. The tools stop being these things you have to manage or fight with. They just work. They become a true extension of your own ideas. The focus shifts completely from managing the machine to just making the thing. And ultimately, that's the whole point. For a professional whose entire livelihood depends on their creative output, every single minute spent troubleshooting a driver or fumbling for a cable is a minute they are not creating. This combination of stability and a seamless ecosystem is engineered to maximize that creative uptime and just crush the technical downtime. Which leaves us with a pretty fascinating thought to end on. As we move forward, maybe the ultimate goal of our technology isn't just to be more powerful or to have more features. Maybe the best tool is the one that's so reliable and intuitive